All right, here we go.
All right.
And let's take this down. All right. What's up, people?
Hi, everyone.
Man, we
Oh
haven't
my
been live in a
gosh.
long
I
time.
know. Too long. Too long.
Haven't been live in a long time. That's going to change in 2023. We haven't made any announcements yet, but the announcements are coming. That we'll be live a lot more in 2023. A lot more
2023.
live content.
You don't have a
Uh,
a catchy something for 2023.
nah, you know what? It's just I'm
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I know.
no shade to all of the slogans that are about to pop up in the next 10 days.
Right.
Do you affirmations are fantastic. I'm not telling anybody that 2023 is their year. I'm not doing none of that. Listen, if you want something, you're gonna have to go out and get it. You're gonna have to work for it, and that's just what it is, right? 2023 for us, there's some things we want to do. We want to make sure that we are impactful in the lives of marriages,
Yeah.
um, and that's it, man. Wherever God takes us,
Yeah.
that's what's going to happen in 2023. I mean, obviously, that's not to say there aren't things that we want and things that we'd like to see happen and desires and things of that nature. So,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I'm not. Often we set people up for things that cause them to experience massive disappointment,
Hmm.
and then we don't have a way to help
Right.
them navigate that disappointment after we set them up.
Hmm.
And
I
so
agree.
I'm not really willing to do that.
I
You know.
agree. And also, I think too that a lot of times we we think that is January 1st has to be the start of whatever you feel like it should be the start of.
Hmm.
And it doesn't have to be January
No,
1st.
doesn't.
Any day could be the start of what you feel
Yeah.
like you need to start.
Right. You
You know
feel
what I'm
like you need
saying?
right. You feel like you need to do something. Start doing it.
It
Start
doesn't have to be
taking the
You don't
steps.
have to wait until the new year to do anything
Yeah. Start
that you
taking the
feel you're
steps.
supposed to do.
Yep, I agree. So listen, we're on here. It's impromptu. As you pop in and out, you'll see what's on the bottom of the screen. Denali.org/make love better.
Yes, yes,
We
yes.
are excited about this January cohort. It's
Hmm.
starting on January 8th. January 8th, we are going to do a 6-week group coaching experience.
Yep.
Um, Let me go ahead and put it up on the screen so you can see what it looks like. 6-week group coaching experience. There's some early bird pricing right now. The early bird pricing, however, ends tomorrow, December
Hmm.
20th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, here's the thing. What is this all about? We are, if you know anything about us, you know that we are passionate about seeing relationships thrive. And January is a month where many relationships are put in the category of ending.
Yeah.
So if you were to Google divorce month right now,
Hmm.
it in Google, the month that will pop up is January. And the
Yeah.
reason why that month pops up is because many divorces are kicked off in January. They don't end, obviously, because when you kick it off, there's still a
Well, divorce
good
proceedings.
process, right? The proceedings, but the in terms of people filing and getting on the docket, and a lot of that happens in the month of January.
Yeah.
We want something different to happen in the month of January. We want to see couples who are like, you know what? We're going to dig in. We're going to figure this thing out. We're going to figure out how to communicate effectively.
Hmm.
We're going to figure out how to navigate and resolve and recover from conflict in record time.
Yeah.
And we're going to figure out how to holistically grow our intimacy.
Yeah.
And we are taking 10 couples through that process. And we want you to be a part of it. We still got a couple slots left. So we want you to be a
We
part of it.
still have a couple slots left. And for those of you who might be thinking, well, I got that. I'm good. I already have that. It's not necessary. This cohort is not necessarily just for couples who feel like they need help
Right.
because there's a lack or a void in certain parts of their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
This cohort is also for the couple that feels like, yeah, we're doing great, but we know that maintenance is key.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's for those couples as well. It's not just for couples who might be struggling or just for couples who feel like there's a little pocket or little area of their relationship that they need a little help with.
Yeah. And,
It's
and
for any and everyone.
it's for any and everyone. And I should have probably pulled up the website. Maybe I could do that in a little bit. But we want you to be a part of this. We have taken some couples through this before.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great experience.
Really great.
If you go to the website, let me put the website up real quick. If you go to the website, there are some testimonials there about from people who went through the experience before and what the experience was like for them. We are going to dig in for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
We're going to spend uh, roughly 2 weeks in every area.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to 2 weeks in communication, 2 weeks in conflict resolution, 2 weeks in intimacy building.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to get from us, you're going to get a video every week. That's a teaching video.
Yeah.
You're going to get some materials in the way of printouts and PDFs. And then we're going to come together every week to dig into the information that was shared, to answer your questions, and to make sure that at the end of the 6 weeks, you have a blueprint.
Yeah. You're also going to get a free, well, I call it free, one-on-one session with us.
You get a one-on-one
You get a
session.
one-on-one
Camilla,
session.
what's happening? What's happening?
Hey, Camilla.
Do me a favor, Camilla. Share this with some married couples that you know. Share this with some married couples that you know. We are trying to make love better in 2023. We're trying to make love better in 2023. And I'm not just talking about in the bedroom. I'm talking about holistically.
Overall.
We're trying to create the relationship, build the relationship of our dreams. And so we're doing this Make Love Better 6-week group coaching experience. We have some slots left. We're jumping on because the early bird pricing ends. The early bird pricing ends tomorrow, which is December 20th.
Yeah.
At 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
Now, right now, early bird pricing allows you to get this whole thing for 40% off the regular price.
Yep.
There are a few people who have grabbed it. We would love for everybody to get in on the early bird pricing because we're only taking 10 couples. So we'd love for everybody to get in.
Just a few.
On the early bird pricing. If not, then it will go up. And that's fine too, because don't be alarmed because you hear that early bird pricing is going up, because that's fine, because you have the ability to use Afterpay.
Mm-hmm.
You can use Afterpay. So you don't even have to pay for all of this up front. If you're like, oh, I got to worry about Christmas money and I don't know about this and I don't know about, that's fine. Do your thing.
We took all of that into consideration.
Right. You can split this up if you need to into 4 payments if you need to. And it's available even if you get the early bird pricing. You can still use Afterpay.
Yeah.
Early bird pricing the Afterpay is not just for when the early bird pricing is done. You can get that as well. So let's give the rundown again. So 6 weeks, you're going to meet virtually with the group.
Yeah.
Once a week for 6 weeks. You're going to get a teaching video from us every week prior to our meeting. You're going to get some materials and some homework that you're going to do. This is not just us throwing out some nice, lovely concepts and some flowery things. You're going to have to work these 6 weeks.
Yeah.
There's going to be stuff that you got to do. There's going to be stuff that you're going to have to talk about that you did. And in order to talk about what you did, that means you got to do it. So you're going to be doing some homework. You're going to get a teaching video from us. You also get a free one-on-one session with us that is actually worth the price of the entire thing.
Session.
So the
6 weeks.
Right. So you get a one-on-one session with us. That pays for the whole thing itself.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you get the teaching videos, you get the PDFs, you get
t-shirt.
You get some swag. You get some t-shirts from us. You get the journal from us, the couples journal. You get a copy of my book. There's some other stuff that you get as well. But the main thing you're going to get is that you're going to get a blueprint that's going to allow you to, one, communicate on an extraordinary level.
Yeah.
We all know that communication is a big part of a relationship, but we don't often craft a strategy that is specific to our relationship.
Yeah. Right.
So we're going to look at your personality styles. We're going to look at your communication styles. We're going to look at how you communicate. We're going to look at how you like to be communicated to. We're going to take all of that into consideration so that you walk away knowing more about the person that you lay with every night.
I like that. I like that we're going at it from that angle.
Right.
Because like you said, a lot of times we learn communication is key. Communication is key. And we are in that learning we're taught the umbrella, just communicate better,
Mm-hmm.
communicate effectively. But it's often not broken down far enough to how we specifically communicate.
Right.
How would we do that?
Right.
How would we effectively communicate with these tools that we're given
Mm-hmm.
using our styles of communication? And so I like that about this program and about our coaching period, is that we break down communication, and what we coach and what we teach is how to communicate using your specific communication styles.
That's right.
That's what I love.
That's right. So get ready to learn. That's one area we're going to focus on. The other area is that we're going to ensure that people leave with a blueprint that allows them to now identify, manage, resolve, and recover
Yeah.
from conflict in record time.
Yeah.
It's one thing for, and we know about this. We know about stuff lingering on for 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It doesn't get done.
Doesn't get
It's
resolved.
avoided and this and that. So here's the thing: the healthy couple is not defined by whether
The absence
the
of
absence of conflict.
conflict.
The healthy couple is characterized by how quickly they recognize, resolve, and recover.
Yeah.
We're going to teach some ways to do that.
Yeah.
We're going to give you some tangible things that you can do to make sure that you're managing and recovering from conflict in record time. So that's the second area we're going to dive into. The third area that we're going to dive into is intimacy.
Yeah.
And we're not just talking about sex. Often when people hear the word intimacy, they automatically think sex. We're talking about growing your level of intimacy holistically so that your bond is so strong that whatever lands on it, whatever issue, uh, whatever circumstance, whatever stage in life that lands on that bond,
Yeah.
it is so strong that it is able to undergird that.
Yeah. I love that.
That's what we're going to do. And we're going to do that in 6 weeks. That is the Make Love Better 6-week coaching, group coaching experience. The link is on the screen. Early bird pricing is still good for a little over 24 hours. That will give you 40% off the price. But it doesn't matter. If you miss the early bird pricing, that's fine, because you can use Afterpay. You can use Afterpay for the early bird pricing. You can use Afterpay for the regular price. It doesn't matter. The goal is we want to get you in this room, because when January 8th hits and we start this thing, we are going to be focusing on setting couples up in a way that they live out their 2023 very, very differently than they have up until this point. And I'm not saying we got the magic potion. Please don't think that, because I know some coaches get on here and they talk it up like they have the magic to make you into who you are. This is only going to be as good as how much you're willing to work.
Yeah, basically we are here for you, basically.
Right.
And so we're helping you, we're coaching you and guiding you along with what you have. We're
Right.
going to help you use what you have.
And we're going to give you some tools. Now, we're going to be generous. We're going to give you some tools, but think about it like this. If I take you to Home Depot and I buy you every tool in Home Depot, but you never open any of the packages and you never build anything, all of that stuff is useless.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of money for you to just be able to brag that you got every tool in the tool shed.
Yeah.
So we're going to give you tools. We're going to tell you how to use them. We're going to give you examples. We're going to have homework for you to do. You got to do the work. You got to build.
Right.
If we're talking about building the relationship of your dreams, the building happens on your side of the fence.
Mhm.
We're going to give you what we know works. It's worked for us. It's worked for several of our clients.
Mhm.
It's worked for individuals who have already gone through this group coaching experience. So we want you to be a part of that as well. So that's what we got on live to talk about. You'll see some posts. Early bird pricing again is until December 20th, which is
Tomorrow,
tomorrow,
11:59.
11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That'll give you 40% off if you grab your slot tonight
Yep.
or by tomorrow night. So that's what we're doing, man. You know, people who know us, if this is your first experience with us, I guess we should introduce who we are. We're Denali, and that's simply Denise and Oliver, Denali LLC, and we are a coaching company. We specialize in relationship building, both personal and professional. We also do men's empowerment and enrichment. I wrote a book for men that actually, if you get in this group coaching experience, you will get a copy of that. So you'll get to see what that is all about. And we're just passionate in a nutshell. We're not going to do no long, drawn out thing. We're passionate about seeing relationships thrive.
Yep.
This whole thing is about getting at least another couple on the
Mhm.
way, on the road to building the relationship, um, building the relationship of their dreams.
Yeah.
Lorraine, what's happening? Lorraine is in the house. Love the real talk. There is no magic potion. That's right. Program sounds awesome. It is awesome. We're gonna have a great time. Um, you get the privilege of having this lovely lady by my side. I'm telling you, she makes the whole thing better, right? That the money you pay is gonna be worth just coming to hear what she has to say, her perspective. I'm telling you. So we're gonna have a good time. Again, that's denali.org/make love better. Don't fret. We know it's Christmas time. We know you want to spend some money on gifts. We know that you got some things in mind. Hey, do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Afterpay is available.
Mhm.
Now, how many coaching experiences have you gone through where you have the ability to use Afterpay? Sometimes they want the whole thing up front, or they want you to give a deposit, and then you got to give the next thing in the whole next half
Right.
in 20 days or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You get to use Afterpay. So this is a no brainer. The only thing you have to determine in your heart and mind is, do I want to build the relationship of my dreams?
Mhm.
If the answer to that question is yes, we're giving you an opportunity to do that right now. Period. That's all it is. I want to build the relationship of my dreams.
Oh, yes, I do too.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm about to say, man, we need to shut this down. like,
Sorry.
like, man, I'm in this alone. Oh no.
I do too.
No, listen. We're gonna have a good time. As you can see, we're gonna have a great time. We're gonna
Oh
have
my
a great time.
gosh.
You are gonna do some work, but we're gonna have a great time, and you're going to leave this experience. Here's what I can guarantee, because we cannot guarantee you that you will achieve the relationship of your dreams.
Mhm.
Because again, we said the building happens on your side of the
Yeah.
fence.
Yeah.
Here's what we can guarantee you: we can guarantee you that you will learn something. We will
Yeah.
guarantee you that you will walk away with some things that you can be like, wow, if we implement this,
Right.
we're going to be golden.
Right. Yep.
That we can guarantee you. And we've seen other couples do it. We've watched other couples have these breakthrough moments. We've seen them craft strategy that has turned their relationship around or enhanced what they have already doing.
Yeah.
So that's the Make Love Better 6-week group coaching experience
Mhm.
where you can use Afterpay. You have early bird pricing that's going to get you 40% off. That early bird pricing is good for about another 26 or so hours, 28 hours, and then it will go up to the regular price. However, don't fret, because you can use Afterpay for this experience.
Yeah.
So, again, before we get out of here, what are we talking about? We're talking about communicating on an extraordinary level and everything that means. That's not just us saying, oh, communication is the key to a successful relationship. You're going to
Right.
learn some things about how you communicate,
Yeah.
your style, your personality, and your spouse's style and personality, and how you mesh those two together.
Mhm.
We're gonna go through recovering, resolving, recognizing conflict, managing it, and recovering from it in record
In
time.
record time.
Record time.
Yeah.
We're not talking about this long, drawn out 6 months. We ain't talking to each other.
Mm,
3 weeks we've been avoiding the discussion. No, no, no.
yeah.
We're going to work through how to deal with that.
Yeah, you're going to be after this session, you should be able to confront the conflict. Sit down and talk about the conflict. Bring it up. It's uncomfortable, but you should be able to bring it up, confront it, and resolve it in record time.
In record time. And here's the next thing. Not only that, not only recover in record time, but actually use the conflict as a catalyst for your growth.
Yeah. The conflict is not going to be something. What is it that you say? Conflict should not take
It should
more than
not take.
it
Yep.
shouldn't take more than it gives. Is that right?
Yep.
Conflict shouldn't take more than it gives. Should be able to learn from it, talk about it, grow from it
Mm-hmm.
in record time.
Indeed. Thank you, BJ. Merry Christmas to you as well.
Merry
And
Christmas.
thank you. Yes, that was a milestone. We hit 1,000 followers on
Yes.
YouTube. We're very
Yay.
excited and happy about that. Now we're trying to grow these watch hours so we can get this thing moving. So thank you for that, BJ. Appreciate it. So yeah, so we're talking about communication. We're talking about conflict, and then the third
Mhm.
area we're gonna dig into is growing your intimacy holistically.
Mhm.
Holistic level. We're not talking about sex. Sex is so if you think about a house, sex is the roof of the house. And many people who have listened to me are like, okay, here he goes again. I've said this a million times. I have never seen anybody build a house from the roof down, which means there has to be some foundational stuff that takes place on an intimate level in order for you to get that great sexual experience. We're going to dig into how we create that foundation and create it in such a way that the bond is so strong that anything that comes on it can withstand.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. All right. So, one more time, make love better. 6-week group coaching experience. Early bird pricing ends on tomorrow,
Tomorrow at 11:59
11:59
p.m.
p.m.
Eastern Standard
Eastern
Time.
Standard Time. You can use Afterpay to reserve your spot, and we're looking forward to having you.
Mhm.
We're looking forward to having you.
I'm tell you the one we did last year. Was it last year?
Mm-hmm.
Was really really great. Like a lot of the couples, you get to you
You all right over there?
new friendships and new
Yep.
relationships
Mm-hmm.
are birthed out of, and that's what I like too, because these group coaching sessions, wow, even though it's a group of us, it's an intimate
It's an
group.
intimate group.
So I love that we do it that way.
Yep.
You build new relationships with new friends, and it's kind of encouraging when you have these relationships,
I agree.
you go through this journey with a small group of other people. It's encouraging to do that.
I agree because you want to be around some folk that are like-minded. You
Right.
want to be in a space where you're like, wait a minute, they're striving to do the same thing we are.
Right.
Man, they want to build. Okay, man, we're not alone.
Yeah, we're
Wow,
not
they
alone.
got some communication stuff they're working on too. Man, so do we. Oh, you think like that? So do I. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
and you get to
encouraging.
build off of each other,
Yeah.
and you get to grow. And we're going to be there to help facilitate that process.
Yeah.
And so, listen, we want you to be a part of it. We're excited about it, and we're going to keep talking about it because we know we have seen firsthand.
Yeah. I hope that we can get a couple of our previous cohort
Yeah,
couples to
yeah,
come on and just say what a blessing it was to them and how it helped them, and how it really worked for
yeah.
them. That would be really good.
Now, here's the thing, though. That's not going to happen just regular. That's going to happen for the folk who sign up.
Correct.
So we're going to do a
Yeah.
meet. We're going to do a meet and greet, and our plan is to have some folk that were in previous cohorts.
Yeah.
Talk about the experience,
Right.
because we have seen. I can tell you, we have seen firsthand.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen this thing turn marriages around.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
really need folk to understand that. Like, this is not just us trying to like put something out there for the sake of putting something out there. We have
Yeah. It
seen
really has helped.
the results of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Lorraine said, "Are there any events you're running where you can get to know a little bit better?" Absolutely. We
Any
are
events?
doing
What? We.
events we're running where we can get to know you a bit better. We are doing which we're actually going to go live about probably tomorrow or the next day. We're doing a free workshop
Mhm.
on December 30th, and we are probably going to go live about that tomorrow and talk about what's coming up on December 30th. On December 30th, we're going to talk a little bit more about this. We're going to share 3 secrets um, that you can actually use right now
Yeah.
to begin to build the relationship of your dreams.
Mhm.
So we'll be sharing that, and that news will come out about that on tomorrow. That'll be Friday, December 30th, and that's at noon Eastern Standard Time. So we'll have that there for individuals who want to get to know us a little bit better, see who we are, hear a little bit more about what we do and how we serve. But that's where we're at. That's what we wanted to come on and say tonight. We're excited about this thing, and we want you to be a part of it.
Yeah.
So let me put it up one more time because it's here. So it's just one click away. So I might as well just keep clicking on it. It is the Make Love Better 6-week group coaching experience with us as your hosts, Oliver and Denise from Denali LLC. And until tomorrow, which is December 20th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can get early bird pricing, which gives you 40% off the actual price
Mhm.
of this experience, which comes with us meeting with you all as a group 6 times once a week, also getting teaching videos from us each week, along with PDFs and handouts that we will go through that will you will do some work that we will talk about, pick apart, and do Q&A on as we get together in the virtual space each week for 6 weeks,
Yeah.
allowing you to walk away with a blueprint. It may not always fully have all the details, like you might not know every doorknob and every piece of tile, but you will have something that you can begin to see, oh wow, this is doable.
Yeah. Yeah. It
And
will
we
have
are
a
on our
good
way.
amount
Yeah,
of what you need.
indeed.
Maybe not everything like you said, maybe not every doorknob, but and not every piece of tile, but what you do receive will be so much, I feel like, that you can see the vision of what the end result will be.
You will have enough to work on for
Yes.
2023.
Yeah.
That we can promise you,
Yep.
in the way of communicating on an extraordinary level,
Mhm.
discovering, recognizing, identifying, and recovering, managing and recovering from conflict in record time, and building your intimacy holistically in such a way that your bond is impeccable.
Mm. Because if you think about it, those 3 areas that we're going to cover, those are like the foundation of what's needed to be able to navigate or circumvent anything else that might come up in
Yeah,
your relationship.
yeah,
So if you have those 3 areas down pat, that should really help significantly with the rest of whatever might arise in your relationship, because you need those foundational pieces to be in place and to be intact
yeah.
to be able to handle anything else that might come up.
Indeed.
I feel like.
Indeed. And I'll say this as we're about to get out of here. If by chance you're watching this or you're watching via replay and you're like, man, this sounds great, but I'm already in the greatest marriage ever, and I'm the greatest of all time. That's fine. We love you, man. We love you. Matter of fact, we'd love to have you on our podcast so you can share some of your tips with the rest of the world. But if you're in that space, we would love for you to share this with a couple that you know.
Yeah.
Just share it. Just say, hey, listen, man, I ran across this couple. They were talking about building a relationship of your dreams. Check it out. See if it's something that you would be interested in.
I
So share that.
Yeah, I agree with that. However, even the best of cars need maintenance.
Wow. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I like
So
where you're going with that.
if you feel like you're the greatest ever and your relationship is at the pinnacle and you're running on all cylinders, it takes maintenance to be able to continue to run on all cylinders.
That's it. I love it.
So,
I love it. Even if you got an EV, you still got to plug it in. You still got to
yeah,
put some windshield wiper fluid in it.
yeah,
You got to do something to it
yeah,
at
I
some point,
agree. I
right?
agree. Yeah, so
So
that's why I said in the beginning that This is not just for couples who need assistance in certain areas or all areas of their relationship. This is not just for couples who know outright that they are struggling and, they're not even in a good place. They're in a bad place. It's not just for those
Yeah,
couples.
it's not. It's for everyone who wants to. Here's the question you got to ask. The question you have to ask. There's three questions, and all of those questions fall under one question. So I'm gonna give you the three, then I'm gonna give you the one. The questions you that we ask. If you answer yes to these questions, this is for you. Question number one: do you want to communicate on an extraordinary level? Number two: do you want to be able to navigate and recover from conflict in record time? I'm not talking about this long, drawn out, stringing out, we ain't talking to each other kind of thing. Finally, it fizzles out. I'm talking about in record time.
Mm-hmm.
And three: do you want to build intimacy on a holistic level, so much so to the point where your bond is unbreakable?
Mm-hmm.
If you answered yes to those questions, the Make Love Better 6-week group coaching experience is for you.
I would add a fourth question.
Okay, what's the fourth one?
And if all of those three questions that you already said, again, if you
Mhm.
feel like you're good with all of those three things,
Mhm.
then I would say, do you want to maintain and continue to make sure that all of those three areas stay good?
That's good.
Then this is for you as well.
And here's the umbrella question that all of those questions fall under. Do you want to build the relationship of your dreams?
Yeah.
I do.
Or maintain. Yeah.
I do. And we've seen couples go through this, what we're going to be sharing in these 6 weeks, and it has turned their marriage around.
Yeah. And here's another thing to consider too is that, people who might be married for a long time, 10 or more years.
Mm-hmm.
They may feel like, well, we've been married all this time. We're good. I mean, it's for you as well.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? It's not just for newlyweds. It's not just for couples who have been married 5 or 7 years or less. It's for couples that have been married 10 or more years as well. Because as we grow and journey down through the years in our relationship, we evolve and we change. You know what I'm saying? So, what is it that you might need to learn or relearn? Or what adjustments do you like? We're going through it right now.
I was just, man, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was just about to say every experience that we have,
Mm-hmm.
whether it be a group experience or a one on one experience, we take something away.
Yeah.
And we're the host.
Because
We're the people running the thing, and we take something away.
yeah, because I'm thinking like with, the whole change in like, okay, so I'm going through perimenopause.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a whole different phase in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
And that could have gone completely another way than
Yep.
what it's going.
That's
You know
true.
what I'm saying?
That's true.
And so you have to be able to navigate those different areas and different changes and different evolutions in your relationship. And what better way than to have all of these tools to help you to do that?
Part of the reason that we're navigating this phase of life, and I'm not saying we're navigating it perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's perfect.
Correct.
But part of the reason why we're navigating this the way we are is based on some of the stuff we're going to teach in the communication portion of
Right.
this.
Yep. Yep.
Is living out some of the things that we actually practicing what we preach. So
I
to
would
speak.
say all of those portions: communication,
True.
conflict,
That's
and
true.
intimacy.
That's true.
Yeah.
Very true. All right, so we're gonna get out of here. Listen, let's put it up real quick again because it's only a click away. It's the early bird pricing, which ends tomorrow, December 20th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That will give you 40% off the price. The Make Love Better 6-week group coaching experience, where we will be going over how you can communicate on an extraordinary level, how you can identify, manage, and recover from conflict in record time, and how you can build intimacy holistically. If by any chance you want to be that kind of couple, this is where you need to be.
Yeah.
And you can use Afterpay.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you got a whole bunch of Christmas shopping to do and you want to spend all that money, that's fine. Spend all the money. All you need is a fourth of the price today.
Mm-hmm.
We've made it simple for you. We've made it a no-brainer. We've
Yeah.
made it easy for you to say, yes, I do want to invest in building the relationship of my dreams. And we're going to do it starting January 8th. Share this with a couple that you know. We are really excited.
If you couldn't tell.
If you couldn't tell, we are really excited about this thing coming up in January. We want to see couples thrive. That's our goal. That's our passion. That's our God given purpose. And we are
Mhm.
grateful to Him for allowing us to be conduits.
Amen. Yeah.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
all we got. Make love better in 2023. Come do it with we.
Oh,
I was just trying to make it rhyme.
you did it. You said a rhyme.
Okay, we out of here. Listen, family, we love you. Blessings on your union. May your marriage be everything that God has intended it to be.
Amen.
And if you need any kind of assistance, that's what we're here for. Make love
Indeed.
better. Go to denali.org/make love better. Reserve your spot using the 40% off early bird pricing. Do it today. And we'll see you in the cohort. Peace.
Bye, everyone.